dead as a doornail. There was no doubt whatsoever about that. The register of his burial was signed by the clergyman, the clerk, the undertaker, the chief mourner, and my Uncle Scrooge himself. It was 7 years ago, this very night, that old Marley died, and this fact must be completely understood, or nothing wonderful can become of the story you're about to witness.
Something for the wifey. Is she trouble or strifey, or the love of your lifey?
By all means, she's the love of my life. Oh, my good man, I'll take this one.
Oh, good choice indeed, sir. Oh, the wifey will be pleased.
Apple!
Fresh bread.
Orange, yes,
What
that's
covered
the
medal? The best of all medals. What to choose when roses you be food?
Fresh as they come! You scallywags! Come back here!
Fur from the wood, all fragrant and good. Deck the halls merry with holly and berry.
And don't forget the mistletoe.
Oh, get out of here, you worried bloke!
How much, sir?
Oh, let me see it. 3 pence and nothing more.
But, sir, we are Mr. Scrooge.
Oh, sir, son, I pity you. 3 pence. Take it or leave it.
Very well, then, we'll take it.
Come rest ye merry gentlemen, let nothing you dismay. Remember Christ our Savior was born on Christmas Day, to save us all from Satan's power when we were gone astray. Oh, tidings of comfort and joy, comfort and joy. Oh, tidings of comfort and joy.
Merry Christmas, sir.
Bah! Merry Christmas. Humbug. Clear the way. We offer you.
Or it's Christmas Eve, sir.
Take your infernal Christmas greetings and get away from my door.
Sorry, sir. Nevertheless, Merry Christmas to you and your family.
Be on your way, or I'll have you hauled away for trespassing. Family, indeed.
Oh, tidings of comfort and joy, comfort and joy. Oh, tidings of comfort and joy.
According to my register, we have only one more contact remaining. Mr. Scrooge.
Ebenezer Scrooge, oh my, no.
Mr. Tweed, we must. It's our Christian duty.
But surely you've heard of Ebenezer Scrooge. He's as hard and sharp as flint, and as secret and solitary as an oyster.
Now, it is Christmas. Unquestionably, if anyone can pry open the oyster, it would be us. After all, with our powers of persuasion, no one has refused us yet.
Violets, sweet violets, just picked today. Nosegays of roses and dozens of posies. Violets, sweet violets, to keep out the roses.
We'll take 2 bunches for our wives.
Oh, tidings of comfort and joy, comfort and joy. Oh, tidings of comfort and joy.
Merry Christmas.
Come along, children. We must see the poultryman before he leaves.
Oh, look! There's a father works for Mr. Scrooge. Can we stop to see him?
Oh, I don't think we should just now.
I don't think Mr. Scrooge minds. It's Christmas Eve.
Oh no, Tim. Mr. Scrooge is a very unpleasant man.
Even though it is Christmas, we know Mr. Scrooge would be very unhappy if we interrupted Father's work.
Now, Peter, Belinda, you know your father would not want you speaking ill of Mr. Scrooge. He may not be too generous, but he is your father's employer. Tim, maybe we can visit some other time.
Very well, Mother. May at least wait for Father. You'll be leaving soon.
You're not feeling too tired, are you, dear? It's so cold out here.
Mother, please. I'm stronger than you think. I'll be fine.
Oh, all right. How could I refuse such a brave young man? Now you stay out of the wind, and if your father is even 1 moment late, you come home straight away.
Pleasant pheasants, loosey-goosies, I'm not boasting. Norfolk hens ready for roasting. That's the cheapest one.
Aye, but it will do.
Tightening the belt, are we?
There's no belt left to tighten.
Martha! Hello, Mother.
Now, dear, don't forget about Christmas dinner, and please don't be late.
I try not to be, but right now I must hurry to deliver these hats to Mrs. Worthington. I'm not too cold, are you, Tim?
Are you sure this is the right thing to do?
My dear Kate, he's my uncle. My beloved mother's only brother. We must be charitable and invite him to Christmas dinner.
But-
Mother would never want him to spend Christmas alone.
Oh well, he never comes anyway.
I know, but this year could be different.
We'll see, but I doubt it.
Goodbye, my dear. I'll be home later.
Don't forget the sherry. The Toppers and the Tweeds are coming for dinner tomorrow, and you know how Topper loves his sherry.
Yes, dear, I won't forget.
From God our heavenly Father, a blessed angel came, and unto certain shepherds brought tidings of the same, how that in Bethlehem was born the Son of God by name. O tidings of comfort and joy, comfort and joy. O tidings of comfort and joy. God rest ye merry gentlemen, let nothing you dismay. Remember Christ our Savior was born on Christmas Day, to save us all from Satan's power when we were gone astray. O tidings of comfort and joy, comfort and joy. O tidings of comfort and joy.
Waste!
Beg your pardon, sir?
Waste, Mr. Cratchit, waste. We are here to make money, not to spend it. You waste my coal, you might find yourself without employment.
A Merry Christmas, Uncle. God save you.
Ah, humbug!
Christmas a humbug, Uncle. You don't mean that, I'm sure.
Yes, I do. Merry Christmas. What is Christmas but a time for buying things for which you have not the need nor the money? A time for finding yourself a year older and not an hour richer. What has Christmas ever done for you? You're poor enough.
Come then. Why be dismal? You're rich enough.
Ah.
Don't be cross, Uncle.
What else can I be when I live in such a world of fools who go around wishing everyone Merry Christmas?
Uncle.
Nephew, you keep Christmas in your way and leave me to keep it in mine.
But you don't keep it.
Then let me leave it alone. What good has Christmas ever done you?
There are many things from which I've derived good, but by which I've not profited. I dare say Christmas is among them. I've always thought that Christmas, when it comes round, is a good time. A kindly, charitable time. A time when men and women together seem to open up their hearts to their fellow creatures. And so, Uncle, though it's never put a scrap of gold or silver in my pocket, I do believe Christmas has done me good. And I say, God bless it.
One more sound from you, and you will celebrate Christmas by looking for alternative employment. You're such a powerful speaker, sir. I wonder you don't go into Parliament.
Don't be angry, Uncle. Come dine with us tomorrow.
Dine with you? Humbug! I'd sooner dine with the devil.
It would be a great joy to me and to my wife.
Ah, yes, your wife. I am told she brought very little to this marriage. A poor girl, I understand. Why did you marry her against my wishes?
Because I fell in love.
because you fell in love. That is the only thing more ridiculous than Merry Christmas. Good afternoon.
I want nothing from you, Uncle. I ask nothing of you. Why can't we be friends?
You, nephew, are interrupting my work. Good afternoon.
I'm sorry with all my heart to find you so resolute. We've never had any quarrels so far as I know. but I will keep my Christmas humor in the last. So Merry Christmas, Uncle,
Good afternoon.
and a Happy New Year.
Good afternoon.
How are Mrs. Cratchit and all the little Cratchits?
Very good, sir.
All champing at the bit, waiting for Christmas to begin, eh?
Yes, sir, all very eager.
And the little lame boy, which one is he?
Tim, sir.
That's right, Tim. How is he?
We're in high hope that he's getting better, sir.
Splendid. A Merry Christmas to you.
Same to you, I'm sure.
Thank you. And a Happy New Year, too.
And as for you, Mr. Cratchit, sit there earning 15 shillings a week and wishing everyone a Merry Christmas. And you with a wife and children, too.
We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry
Stop
Christmas.
that confounded racket! State your business and be quick about it. I have work to do.
Good day, sir. My name is Topper, and this is my associate, Mr. Tweed. We see by the sign that this is the business of Marley and Scrooge. Have I the pleasure of addressing Mr. Scrooge or Mr. Marley?
Mr. Marley is dead these past 7 years. He died 7 years ago this very night.
We no doubt have his generosity well represented by his surviving partner.
At this festive season of the year, Mr. Scrooge, it is more than usually desirable that we make some slight provision for the poor and destitute who suffer greatly at the present time.
Many thousands are in need of common necessities, sir. Hundreds of thousands are in need of common comforts.
Are there no prisons?
Plenty of prisons, sir.
And workhouses, they are still in operation?
They are.
We wish we could say they are not.
And the poor law and the treadmill, they are still in full vigor?
Both very busy, sir.
Oh, I was afraid from what you said at first that something had stopped there in their useful course. I'm very glad to hear they're still operating.
A few of us are endeavoring to raise a fund to buy the poor some meat and drink and means of warmth.
Why?
Because it is at Christmas time that want is more keenly felt.
How much shall we put you down for, sir?
Nothing.
Ah, you wish to remain anonymous.
I wish to remain alone. I do not make merry myself at Christmas, and I cannot afford to make idle people merry. My taxes support the establishments I have mentioned, and those who are badly off must go there.
Many can't go there, sir.
Some would rather die, sir.
Then if they would rather die, they'd better get on with it and decrease the surplus population.
But, sir, certainly you don't mean that.
I do, with all my heart. If I had my will, every idiot that goes around with Merry Christmas on his lips would be boiled with his own pudding and buried with a stake of holly through his heart.
But, sir, certainly you want to help them.
It's not my business.
Isn't it, sir?
No, sir. It's enough for a man to understand his own business without interfering with that of other people. Mine occupies me constantly. Good afternoon.
Leon, Leon, Leon.
Noel, Noel, Lord is the King of Israel. The first Noel, the angel did say, was to certain poor shepherds in fields as they lay, in fields where they lay keeping their sheep on a cold winter's night that was full deep. Noel, 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 Lord is the King of Israel.
I suppose you'll be wanting the whole day off tomorrow?
It's quite convenient, sir.
It's not convenient, and it's not fair. If I were to deduct half a crown from it, you'd think yourself ill-used, no doubt. Whereas you don't think me ill-used if I pay you a whole day's wages for no work?
It only comes around once a year, sir.
A poor excuse for picking a man's pocket every 25th of December.
It's not just for me, sir. It's for the whole family. They put their hearts into Christmas, as it were.
They put their hands into my pockets, as it were. Oh, very well, I suppose you'd better have the whole day off. But be here all the earlier the next morning.
I will, sir. I promise.
You just make sure of it.
Merry Christmas, sir.
Ah, humbug.
Father!
Why, Tim, you must be frozen.
I'm all right. I was waiting for you, Father.
We don't have to wait any longer. Let's get you home.
Did you have a nice day at work?
Yes, and tomorrow I'll have the full day off. We'll be together, the entire family, for the whole day.
Oh, Father, that's wonderful. Hooray for Christmas, the best day of the year.
So let's get you home.
Why?
Mr. Scrooge, sir.
Who are you?
Thomas Wilson, sir.
Wilson. Ah, Wilson! Yes, I believe you owe me the small matter of £20 odd. Well, if you want to pay it, come to my place of business in the morning. I don't conduct my affairs in the street.
That's the problem, sir. I can't pay you, sir, at least not by tomorrow.
I'm not surprised.
You must give me more time.
Did I ask you for more time to lend you the money?
No, sir.
Then why should you ask me for more time to pay it back?
But I could end up in debtor's prison. I can't send my wife and child to a debtor's prison.
Then leave them behind. Your wife didn't borrow the money, you did. Why should she go to debtor's prison? What has she got to do with it? Come to that, what have I got to do with it? Good night.
But Mr. Scrooge, it's Christmas.
Christmas, my dear sir, has even less to do with it than your wife or I do. You would still owe me £20 that you can't repay, even if it was a heat wave in August. Good night. Jacob Marley.
Good evening, Mr. Scrooge, sir.
Mrs. Gilbert.
Oh, it's pretty cold out there. May I take your coat? Oh, that wind's enough to blow your knickers off. Now, your supper is on the mantel. Bit of beef in some porridge, if you decide to try it. Well, if you won't be requiring my services any longer, I'll just be off for now. Oh, a very Merry Christmas to you, Mr. Scrooge.
I am not in the habit of keeping Christmas.
Oh.
Christmas has a habit of interfering with men's business.
Well, that may be true, sir. It's the nature of things that ants toil and grasshoppers sing and play.
An ant is what it is, and a grasshopper is what it is. And Christmas, madam, is a humbug. Good night.
Oh, skinflint. Child and Dick's that band.
Ebenezer Scrooge? Ebenezer Scrooge, mark me.
then?
Life, I was your partner, Jacob Marley.
Look at you. I've always heard said that you had no heart, Jacob, but I never believed it until now.
I want much from you.
Can you sit down?
I can. Thank you. You don't believe in me, do you?
No.
What evidence would you need beyond that of your senses?
I don't know.
Then why do you doubt your senses?
Because the smallest thing can affect them. A slight disorder of the stomach can make the senses deceive the mind. You might be a bit of undigested beef, a blot of mustard, a crumb of cheese, a fragment of undigested potato. I believe there's more of gravy than grave about you, Jacob. You see this toothpick?
I do.
I only have to swallow this, and for the rest of my days be persecuted by a legion of goblins, all of my own making. That's humbug, I tell you, humbug.
Man of a worldly mind! Do you believe in me or not?
Well, yes, I do, I must. But why do spirits walk the earth, and what do they want with me?
Well, it's required of every man that the spirit within him walk among his fellow men and travel far and wide. If he does not do so in life, he's condemned to do so in death. He's doomed to wander endlessly through the world. God! Save the Queen.
You are chained, Jacob. Tell me why.
These are the chains I have forged in life. I made, link by link and yard by yard. I made these chains of my own free will, and of my own free will, I wore them.
Well, you have my sympathy.
I don't need your sympathy! Do you know the length and weight of the chains you yourself bear?
I see no chains on me.
Mine, too, were invisible until the day of my death. Yours shall be also.
Tell me more, pray. Speak comfort to me, Jacob.
Alas, I've got none to give. In life, my spirit never walked beyond our counting house. My spirit never roamed beyond the narrow limits of our money-changing hole.
You always were a good man of business.
Business? Mankind should have been my business. The common welfare should have been my business. Charity, mercy, and benevolence should have been my business. The dealings of my trade were but a drop of water in an all-encompassing ocean of what should have been my business!
I feel sorry for you. Is there anything I can do?
Oh, for me? Oh, nay, it's too late. No rest, no peace, endless torture of remorse. But I have come for your sake, Ebenezer.
You always were a good friend to me.
Bear me out! My time is nearly gone.
I will, but pray, do not be too hard on me.
As part of my penance, I have been sent here tonight to warn you. You have an opportunity to escape my fate. You still have a chance. There's hope for you, Ebenezer Scrooge.
Well, tell me how.
You will be haunted by 3 spirits.
Is that the chance and hope you speak of?
It is!
In that case, I'd rather not.
Without their visit, you cannot hope to shun the path I tread. Now, expect the first tonight when the bell tolls 1.
Can't we have all 3 together and get it over with?
You're not listening to what I'm saying! Expect the second at the stroke of 2, and the third will come in his own good time. Now, you'll see me no more, Ebenezer, but for your sake, remember what has passed between us.
It was good of you to spare the time to come to see me, Jacob.
Alas, I've got nothing but time.
Silent night.
here.
Oh, come now, Ebenezer. Surely you remember Jacob Marley's instructions.
Then you must be the spirit whose coming was foretold to me.
I am. I am the ghost of Christmas past.
What brings you here?
It is for your welfare I appear.
Well, if it's welfare, I think my welfare is better suited by a good night's sleep.
Oh, very clever. Very clever indeed.
Must your lights be so bright?
I bring the light of truth. Would you have me extinguish it?
I didn't mean to offend.
Be careful, Ebenezer Scrooge. I speak of your reclamation, of your salvation and redemption.
Well, if it's reclamation, let's get on with it.
Come, go with me.
It's the middle of the night. It's freezing out there. I'm wearing slippers, a dressing gown, and a nightcap. I'm mortal.
Come. We shall be invisible and silent as the grave. You will see a child, a youth. You will see yourself, Ebenezer. Do you know where you are?
Good heavens! I was born here. I was a child here. I was a boy. Look! There's David Casey. Oh, and over there, Daniel Kirby. Hello, David! Oh, and the big one there, by the tree, that's Thomas Hedges. Tom, look! It's Ebenezer!
Oh, Ebenezer, I told you. They can't hear you.
Oh, how happy they all seem.
Oh, that's right. Oh, your lip is trembling. Oh, and what is that I see on your cheek?
It's nothing, it's just a blemish. I beg you, Spirit, lead me where you will.
Come, follow me. Just follow me. Come. Do you recollect the way?
Remember it? I'm walking blindfold.
Strange. You should have forgotten it for so many years.
I saw 3 ships come sailing in on Christmas Day, on Christmas Day. I saw 3 ships come sailing in on Christmas Day in the morning.
Look. Do you recognize this place?
It's my old school. I spent years here. Get run down and paint is peeling and bare woodwork exposed to the weather. I guess children don't notice those things. It's my old school.
And it's Christmas Day.
There's a boy over there. He seems neglected.
The boy is deserted by his friends and family.
But he has his friends, even on Christmas Day. He has his beloved books. Look, there's Ali Baba. Dear old Ali Baba. And the Sultan's groom turned over by the genie. Oh, and Robinson Crusoe and Man Friday.
Yes, but not a real child to play with, not a living person.
Not real? His friends are the characters in these books. They're real enough to him. I never realised why until now. Poor boy. Oh, it's too late now. Never mind.
What's the matter?
Oh, nothing. There was a boy outside my door last night. I would like to have given him something, that's all.
Let's see. Another Christmas.
Then let us all rejoice and May on Christmas Day, on Christmas Day. Then let us all rejoice and May on Christmas Day in the morning.
Oh, I'm older and still in this accursed place. How did I bear it?
Ebenezer.
Anne!
Dear brother. I come to bring you home, dear brother. To bring you home.
Home, little Fan.
Yes, home. Forever and ever. Oh, Father's so much kinder than he used to be. Home's like heaven now.
for you, perhaps, but not for me. He doesn't know me and remember what I look like.
But he spoke so gently to me the other day that I was not afraid to ask him once more if you might come home. And he said, yes, you should, and sent me in a carriage to bring you home right away.
My, you're becoming quite the young woman, little Fan.
And you're to be a man, and are never to come back here. But first, we're to be together all Christmas long, and have the merriest time ever. Come, let's go.
Ah, there you are, my boy. Come, let's have a look at you. Well, they haven't been overfeeding you, that's evident.
Well, I've grown. Fan tells me so.
Yes, most boys do. I imagine she's also told you that you're not to be coming back here.
Yes, sir.
It's time you made your way in the world. I've arranged an apprenticeship for you. You'll be moving to Mr. Fezziwig's establishment in 3 days' time.
3 days, Father? Why, it's been years since we had my brother at home. I was hoping we'd have him for a bit longer.
Longer? Nonsense. 3 days is quite long enough. You agree, Ebenezer, don't you?
Indeed, sir, quite long enough.
That's better. Come along, Fan.
That was the happiest day of my entire childhood. I didn't stay at home long, but with Fan there, it was heaven while it lasted.
She was such a delicate creature. She had a huge heart.
Yes, she did.
She died a young woman.
Yes, in childbirth.
But the child survived.
Yes, my nephew Fred.
She died giving him life.
I cannot look at him without remembering that fact.
And yet, he bears such a strong resemblance to your sister.
Does he? I hadn't noticed.
You never noticed? I'm beginning to think you've gone through life with your eyes closed.
Yes.
Deck the hall with boughs of holly, fa la 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 la. 'Tis the season to be jolly, fa la 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 la. Are we now our gay apparel, fa la 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 la. Drove the ancient Yuletide carol, fa la 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 la. See the blazing Yule before us, fa la 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 la. Strike the harp and join that chorus, fa la 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 la. Follow me in merry measure, fa la 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 la. While I tell of Yuletide treasure, fa la 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 la. Fast away the old year passes, fa la 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 la.
Do you recall this place?
Recall it? I was apprenticed here.
Pay attention, everybody!
There's old Fezziwig. Bless his heart. Old Fezziwig come alive again.
Your hope to Ebenezer, Jacob.
And there's Jacob Marley as a young man. We were such good friends, Jacob and me.
Yo ho, my boys. No more work tonight. It's Christmas Eve. Jacob, Ebenezer, clear everything away, my lads. Make lots of room here. Hilly ho! Ebenezer! Cheer up, Ebenezer. It's Christmas Eve. You'll enjoy yourself tonight, Ebenezer, and that's an order.
Yes, sir.
Come on now, boy. Put your heart into it. You put enough of yourself into your work. But you're young, and there's more to life than bolts of cloth and dusty old langers.
Yes, sir, Mr. Fezziwig. We'll have this place ready before you can say Jack Robinson.
That's the spirit, my boys. Yes, yes. Now then, let's get this place swept up then. Oh, girls, get in here. It's Christmas Eve.
Don't get in our way, Mr. Fezziwig. We put you off floor.
And I think they mean it too, Mr. Fezziwig.
I think you're right. Table dressing. Mrs. Fezziwig, bring out the table dressing, my dear.
In a jiffy, Mr. Fezziwig. Francie, Fancy, Flossie, bring in the food.
It's Mrs. Fezziwig and the 3 daughters. Oh, and Belle. I'd forgotten how beautiful she was.
Wait, where's the music? Follow me in merry measure, la 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 la. Everybody should be dancing.
Mr. Fezziwig. Hip hip.
Hooray!
Hip hip.
Hooray!
Hip hip.
Hooray!
Merry Christmas, everybody!
It seems like a small deed to make these silly folks so full of gratitude.
Small deed? What a sweet old man is Mr. Fezziwig.
The sweetest. Did you see him dancing with the missus? The look on his face.
Oh, yes.
He was in heaven and fully deserved to be. Nothing too good for Fezziwig.
I'd say this year's party was finer than the last.
If such a thing's possible.
Fezziwig spent but a few pounds of your mortal money, 3 or 4 perhaps, to throw such a joyous party. Do you think that's really enough to deserve this much gratitude?
It's not just that. The happiness that he brought his clerks and, well, everyone who knew him. It was as if he'd spent a small fortune.
Turn and see yourself in love, Ebenezer.
Come on, Belle.
Where are we going?
Just sit, just sit.
On the first day of Christmas, my true love gave to me a partridge in a pear tree. On the second day of Christmas, my true love gave to me 2 turtle doves and a partridge in a pear tree. On the third day of Christmas, my true love gave to me 3 French hens, 2 turtle doves, and a partridge in a pear tree.
This may only be a silver ring, Belle, but someday it'll be a gold one.
Oh, it's beautiful, but I mustn't accept it.
Why? Because it isn't good enough for you?
No.
Because I'm not rich enough?
No, of course not.
Belle, one day when I made my fortune.
No, it's just that we're so young, and you may have a change of heart one day.
I ever have a change of heart towards you, my dear Belle, it will be because my heart has ceased to beat.
And it makes no difference that I'm poor.
I love you because you're poor.
And will you always feel this way?
Always.
Then I accept your ring. Tonight is a night never to be forgotten.
Never.
But you did forget often.
Hark the herald angels sing, glory to the newborn King. Peace on earth and mercy mild, God and sinners reconciled. Joyful all ye nations rise, join the triumph of the skies. With angelic host proclaim, Christ is born in Bethlehem. Hark the herald angels sing, glory to the newborn King.
It's another Christmas Eve. Look and see yourself in business, Ebenezer.
Why, it's Jacob Marley again. A little bit older, I'd say. Oh, I know that gleam in his eye. He's just made a profit.
Oh, there, Ebenezer, you were right. The counter offer fell through and old Pennyworth had to take our proposal. We'll make our investment back in 6 months, maybe less.
Well, who do you think arranged the proposal to distract the counteroffer?
Good business, old boy.
Mr. Marley, I know it's Christmas Eve, but I see you're still open for business. I need to borrow £12.
We'll see. What do you have for collateral, Miss Lucas?
This gold brooch. Them's real pearls in there. Well, it's been in my family for over 90 years.
We can give you £8 at 15% interest.
But please, sir, I need £12.
£10 at 18% interest. It's the best we can afford.
Oh, all right. Oh, you drive a hard bargain, Mr. Marley.
It was worth £20 and we got it for 10 at 18% interest too. She'll never pay it off.
This is an even better deal than that time we foreclosed the shipment of silver table settings.
Christ by highest heaven adored, Christ the everlasting Lord. Late in time, behold him come. offspring of the Virgin's womb, veiled in flesh the Godhead see, hail the incarnate deity, pleased as man with men to dwell, Jesus our Emmanuel. Hark the herald angels sing, glory to the newborn King.
It's still another Christmas Eve, and again you are delayed by the pressures of business. Do you remember?
No.
Belle.
Now do you remember?
Belle, I'm sorry I'm late.
I thought you might not come. I know how busy you are.
Well, it's the time of year and the nature of my business.
I fear another idol has replaced me.
Now, what idol could possibly displace you?
A golden one.
Oh, you mean my business?
Yes, Ebenezer. Business seems to have taken over your life.
Belle, you've seen how this world treats those in poverty.
I have seen your nobler aspirations fall off one by one. Poverty is far behind you, yet still you seek to earn more and more. Is this not true?
But my feelings remain unchanged towards you, do they not?
Our engagement is an old one, Ebenezer. It was made when we were young and our fortunes limited. You are changed. When it was made, you were another man.
I was a boy. It's true. I'm not the man I was.
Ebenezer, the life which promised us happiness when we were one in heart is fraught with misery now. And so, with a heart full of love for the man you once were, I release you from our engagement.
But have I ever sought release?
In words, no. But do you mean to tell me you would seek me out and woo me now? A dowerless girl with nothing but herself to bring to a marriage.
Do you think I would not?
I would gladly believe otherwise if I could. But Ebenezer, you weigh everything for its value. How could I possibly believe you would choose me, a dowerless girl such as myself? Here, you have lost nothing from your investment. Ebenezer, I release you. You are a free man. May you be happy in the life you have chosen.
Go after her, you fool! Tell her you value her! Go on, follow her!
Hail the heaven-born Prince of Peace, hail the Son of Righteousness, light and life to all he brings, risen with healing in his wings.
Spirit, show me no more. Conduct me home. Why do you delight in torturing me?
One shadow more, Ebenezer. Just one more.
No more, no more.
Yes.
I do not want to see it. Show me no more.
Sir, one more.
Mother, we made the greatest snowman ever. It's 6 feet tall. No, 10 feet tall. I made a baby snowman. I built the head. It's a beautiful head. But we need a hat for his head. And a scarf to tie around his neck. And shoes for his feet. Come see, come see.
Children, calm down. I'll come see in a moment. I'm sure it's the most wonderful snowman ever.
Who's been a good little girl?
Daddy brought presents.
For you. And let's see here. That's yours. And one for you also. Now run along and play. Oh my, they built a snowman. Belle, do you think I should donate my hat to a good cause? There. It's suddenly strangely quiet.
Eye of the storm, I'm sure. Best not let your guard down.
Such wit and humor, I never knew such drollness from her.
Belle, I saw an old friend of yours today.
Who was it?
Guess.
How can I? I don't know. Ebenezer Scrooge?
Scrooge it was. I passed by his office window and I could not help but see him. He was conducting business as usual, even as his partner, Jacob Marley, is lying upon his deathbed. There Ebenezer sat, all alone in the world.
Poor Ebenezer. He's been alone for a long time now, I think.
This is for you.
Oh, it's beautiful. You shouldn't have.
Spare me your pity! Spirit, remove me from this place!
Don't be upset, Ebenezer. I told you, these are shadows of things that have been. That they are what they are. Don't blame me! Don't blame me!
Remove me from this place!
Don't blame me!
I cannot bear it! I cannot bear I have come for your sake, Ebenezer Scrooge!
I have friends. I have my books.
I've come to bring you home, dear brother.
Well, enjoy yourself tonight, Ebenezer. That's order.
This may only be a silver ring bell, but someday it'll be a gold one.
I fear another idol has replaced me.
Take me back! Don't leave me here! Hold me no longer!
Get up, Scrooge! Get out of bed, you old layabout!
Who's there?
Here, my good man, out in the street!
And you are?
I'm the ghost of Christmas present. Look upon me.
Spirit, I have only just recovered from the last spirit. Give me a moment to collect myself, I beg of you.
We have
Would
no
you
time.
like to come in here where it's warm?
We have no time for that. I only have this day to live. Come and know me better, man. Have you never seen the likes of me before?
Never. I do not celebrate Christmas time.
Have you never walked forth with my elder brothers, born in these later years?
No, I don't think I have. No, I'm afraid I have not. Have you many brothers, Spirit?
Approximately 1842.
A tremendous large family to support. Oh, very well, Spirit. Conduct me where you will.
Come, Mr. Scrooge, follow me.
I went forth tonight and I learned a lesson. If you'll teach me another, I will profit by it.
Then hurry along, my good man, hurry along.
Joy to the world, the Lord is come. Let her receive her King.
Good? How so good? New and used, never abused.
Not far from squab, easy peasy, rest up in half an hour.
It's perfection. Muffins, fresh delivered, pears and plums.
What do you see, Ebenezer Scrooge?
Well, this is interesting, I suppose.
Great.
People seem to be picking up, even though the weather is unpleasant.
And a Merry Christmas morning to you, ladies.
Merry Christmas, sir.
No, I think we have everything. We do have everything, don't we?
I think we do.
Okay, then we'd best get it home right now.
Yes, we don't want to be taking a suckling pig to church now, do we? Now I've got the mistletoe.
Swing around the rosy, pockets full of posies. Cheers, 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 we all fall down.
Waste of a perfectly good business day.
I see. I have my work cut out for me, Ebenezer Scrooge.
Joy
This way,
to
Mrs.
the world, the Savior reigns. Let men their songs employ, while fields and floods, rocks, hills, and plains repeat the sounding joy, repeat the sounding joy, repeat the sounding joy. He rules the world with truth and grace, and makes the nations prove the glories of his righteousness, and wonders of his love, and and wonders of his love, and wonders, wonders of his love.
I wonder what's keeping your precious father and Tiny Tim. Church should be out by now. And where is Martha? I reminded her not to be late. She wasn't this late last Christmas by half an hour.
Here's Martha now, Mother.
Huzzah! There's such a goose in the oven. Martha, come see, come see.
Peter, stop assailing your sister. At least let her take her coat off first. My dear, how late you are. They're keeping you later and later at that shop.
We had a great deal of work to finish up last night. We had to clear it all away by morning.
Well, you're here now. You might as well sit down and have a nice warm cup
No, no. Father is coming.
Hide, Martha, hide. Quick, over here, behind me.
Hello, my dears. Peter, Belinda, Mother. Why, where's our Martha?
Not coming.
Not coming? Not coming on Christmas Day?
I'm afraid not. She had to work.
Well, that hardly is fair working on Christmas Day.
Surprise!
Merry Christmas, Father.
Why, you silly little goose.
Oh, the goose, the goose.
The goose is in the oven.
Oh, the goose. Oh, Peter, go and check and Belinda help him.
Come on, Martha.
Oh, Martha, you should see the goose and the pudding. You should see the pudding.
Oh, the pudding. Oh, suppose it's not done enough.
Suppose it shall break while turning out.
Suppose someone's gotten over the wall of the yard and has stolen it.
Martha, go and check quickly.
Mother, don't fuss. Tim, come on, and you can hear the pudding singing in the copper.
How was our Tiny Tim at church today?
As good as gold, and better. He gets boastful sitting by himself so much. And he thinks the strangest thought you've ever heard. Why, he actually said that he hoped people saw him in church because he was a cripple. He said it might be pleasant for people to remember on Christmas Day who it was that made lame beggars walk and blind men see.
I've got the goose, Mother.
Not much of a goose. Hardly big enough for a proper celebration.
It's all Bob Cratchit could afford.
Peter, go and fetch the potatoes and Belinda stir the applesauce.
These plates are hot.
Sit beside me, Tim.
Belinda, get that spoon out of your mouth.
Now then, all together. For what we're about to receive, For what we're about to receive, may the Lord make us truly thankful.
Amen.
Amen.
Oh, there's never been such a beautiful goose.
You're right, Martha. I don't believe there ever was a finer goose cooked.
So tender.
So big.
So cheap.
It's lovely, Mother. This is a goose we shall remember forever.
Spirit,
Tell me if Tiny Tim will live.
I see a vacancy in a chimney corner, and a carefully preserved crutch without an owner. If these shadows remain unaltered by the future, the child will die.
No, no, kind spirit, say he will be spared.
If these shadows remain unaltered by the future, none of my descendants find him here. What then? But if he's to die, let him die. And to quote your own declaration, to dissuade the population.
Oh, you use my own words against me.
Yes. So perhaps in the future, you will discover what the surplus is and where it is. It may be not in the sight of heaven, but you are more worthless and less fit to live than millions like this poor child.
Oh, we've eaten it all at last. I'm stuffed.
You even have sage and onion in your eyebrows, Peter.
The pudding!
The pudding! Oh, Mother, it is beautiful. Most beautiful Christmas pudding I've ever seen.
And what a wonderful pudding. The greatest success since our marriage, my dear.
Well, I must confess I had my doubts. About the quantity of flour.
Oh, Mother, it's lovely.
I'd like to propose a toast to Mr. Scrooge, the founder of the feast.
The founder of the feast, indeed. I'd like to give him a piece of my mind who has a good appetite for it.
My dear, the children, it's Christmas Day.
Well, I suppose on the blessed day of Christmas, one must drink to the health of Mr. Scrooge, even though he is an odious, stingy, and unfeeling man.
My dear, have some charity.
I'm sorry, Robert, you know how he is. You know better than most.
It's Christmas Day.
I will drink to his health for your sake, but not for his. Good life to him, Merry Christmas, and a Happy New Year. He'll be very merry and very happy, I have no doubt.
A Merry Christmas to us all, my dears. Cheers.
God bless us, everyone.
Come, Mr. Scrooge, come.
In a manger, no crib for a
see how others keep Christmas.
Here we come a-wassailing among the leaves so green. Here we come a-wandering so fair to be seen. Love and joy and to you your wassel too. And God bless you and send you a happy new year. And God send you a happy new year.
Fred! It's my nephew, Fred.
Yes, I know. Well, of course you do.
And then he said Christmas was a humbug.
And he believed it too.
Oh, shame on him, Fred. I should very much like to meet this uncle of yours, Fred. The droll way in which you speak of him makes me curious.
He's a comical old fellow, and that's the truth. Not nearly as pleasant as he should be, but his transgressions carry their own punishment, and I don't have a bad thing to say against him.
Fred is always telling me how very rich he is.
What of that, my dear? His wealth is of no use to him, really. He doesn't do any good with it. He doesn't even make himself comfortable with it.
I have no patience with him.
Nor do I. The man is impossible.
I feel sorry for him. I couldn't be angry with him if I tried. After all, who suffers by his ill will but himself? For example, he takes it into his head to dislike us, so he won't come and dine with us. What's the consequence? He loses out on a free dinner.
Indeed, a very fine dinner.
Yes. Really, Fred, I think you're being awfully charitable.
Well, if that's so, it's because my mother, God rest her saintly soul, she was very fond of the man. She loved him.
Don't go on, Fred. He never finishes what he begins to say. He's such a ridiculous fellow.
I was just only going to say that the consequence of him not making merry with us is he misses out on some truly pleasant moments. And I intend to give him the same chance every year, whether he likes it or not, because I pity him. He may complain about Christmas until the day he dies, but I will continue to go to him year after year and say, Uncle Scrooge, Merry Christmas.
Good for you, Fred.
Yes, for you, Fred.
Topper, how about the game?
I can do it. It's a game called Yes and No.
Yes and
And
no.
since you're the host, you'll go first.
Oh, yes, come on, Fred.
Yes.
Well, all right. What do I have to do? I think we should stay at least until the guests have departed.
Ebenezer, the all grows late.
Only half hour, only one.
Very well, just a few minutes more.
You think of something, anything, and the rest of us must find out what it is, but you may only answer our questions yes or no, as the case may be.
Well, all right, let me see. I've got it.
Is it animal, vegetable, or mineral?
No. You may only answer our questions yes or no. Are you thinking of an animal?
Yes.
Living or dead?
No. Is it living?
Yes.
Is it a wild animal?
Well,
Can it be found in London?
yes, I'm afraid so.
Does it live in a zoo?
Oh, heavens, no. Would never go near the place.
Is it a horse?
No.
Is it an ass?
No, it is not an ass.
Is it a cow?
Ebenezer, they can't hear you.
Oh, this is fun. Come on, join in. Ask a question.
Does it walk the streets?
Yes.
Is it some kind of rat?
No. Well, maybe a park rat.
Wait, is it a man?
Yes.
Oh, I've got it! It's your Uncle Scrooge!
Yes!
That's not fair! When I asked if it was an ass, you should have answered yes!
He has given us great merriment, I'm sure. It would be ungrateful not to drink to his health. To Uncle Scrooge.
To Uncle Scrooge.
A Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year to the old fellow, wherever he is. He wouldn't take it from me, but may he have it nevertheless. Uncle Scrooge.
Uncle Scrooge.
God bless the master of this house, likewise the mistress too, and all the little children that round the table go. Love and joy come to you, and to you your welcome too. And God bless you and send you a happy new year. And God send you a happy new year. Good master and good mistress, while you sit by the fire, pray think of us poor children who wander in the mire. Love and joy come to you, and to you your welcome too. And God bless you and send you a happy new year. And God send you a happy new year.
What is this place?
The name would mean nothing to you. It's a place like many in this world.
Do we have enough wood for tonight?
Ah, it'll last through. At least one thing is still free in this country.
Why are these people here? Men and women in rags, children eating scraps. There are institutions.
Have you visited any of them? These institutions you speak of?
No. My taxes pay for them. Isn't that enough?
Is it? Look at these hands, Betty. They've done hard work. I want to work. I want to have bread for my children. It's not right that there's no work.
We are together, John. This is the important thing.
I love you, Betty. I love the children. Tomorrow, take the children and go to the parish poorhouse.
No, John, no. I would rather we all drown in the river than go to those places. No, we are going to be together forever.
Just until I can get work.
No, we are a family, John. We stay together.
Why do you show me this? What's it got to do with me?
Are those not in a human race? Look here, beneath my robe.
Spirit, are they yours?
They are mankind's, and they are clinging to me for protection from their shackles. This boy is ignorance. This girl is want. Beware them both, but most of all, beware this boy, for on his brow I see written doom, unless the writing is erased. They spell the downfall of you, and all who deny their existence.
Is there no refuge, no resource?
Are there no prisons? Are there no workhouses?
Oh, my own words again. Cover them up. I do not wish to see them.
I thought as much. They may be hidden, but they live. Oh,
no,
they live.
No.
Well, time has come for me to leave you, Ebenezer Scrooge.
Don't leave me here. Send me back to my bed.
It's too late.
Take me back. Take me back. Don't leave me here. Don't leave me here.
In the bleak midwinter, frosty wind made low, earth stood hard as iron, water like the
The last of the spirits.
I am in the presence of the ghost of Christmas yet to come. You are here to show me the shadows of things that will happen in the time before us. Is that right, Spirit? Spirit, I fear you more than any spectre I have yet to see. But I know your purpose is to do me good, and therefore, because I hope to be a different man from what I was, I am prepared to go with you and do so with a thankful heart. Will you not speak to me, Spirit? Oh, lead on, Spirit, lead on. The night is waning fast, and I know the time is precious to me. Lead on! I know these men. They were business acquaintances.
No, I don't know much about it either way. I only know he's dead.
When did he die?
Last night, I believe.
Do you know what was the matter with him? I thought he would never die.
God knows.
What has he done with his money?
I haven't heard. Left it to his company, perhaps. He certainly didn't leave it to me, that's all I know.
Well, it's likely to be a very cheap affair, for upon my life, I do not know of a single soul who will attend. Shall we form a party and volunteer to go?
Not unless there's a lunch being served. I must be fed to make up for the time I'll waste.
Come on, it's likely to be a very cheap affair.
Of what poor wretch do they speak? Spirit, I am surprised you attach importance to such a trivial conversation. Well then I suppose there must be some hidden purpose, otherwise you would not be showing them to me. It can't be Jacob Marley that they're talking about, because he died in the past and this is the future. I cannot help but notice this is my accustomed corner, but there is no likeness of me here. Not that I'm surprised, you understand, because for some time I have been turning over in my mind a change of heart, and I would like to think that this is the result of some resolution regarding...
How so, good? Bought and sold? Something new? Something old? Good evening, ladies.
Go on, Joe, you let the laundress be the first. Let me be second. What are the chances of us both meeting up with these things to sell?
We could have met in a better place.
Yeah, who's the worst of a few things going missing? Not a dead man, I suppose.
True indeed.
Every person's got a right to take care of themselves. Well, he always did.
True word was never spoken.
If he wanted to keep him after he was dead, why wasn't he sincere in his lifetime? If he had been, he might have had someone take care of him when he was struck with death. But no, he lay gasping out his last breath, alone to the end.
A truer word was never spoken. It was a judgment on him for sure.
Yeah, I wish it were a little heavier judgment than it should have been. You can be sure if I could have laid my hands on anything else.
Oh, Joe, open the bundle. Let me know the value. Speak plain. I'm not afraid to be the first, and I'm not afraid for anyone else to see. We all know we were helping ourselves. It's no sin. We was old. Oh, Joe, tell me the value.
Well, here's your money, and I couldn't give you another sixpence even if I were to be boiling oil for not doing so. I give too much money to the ladies. That's my weakness. That's what ruins me. Who's next?
This is disgusting. Haven't you anything better to show me? Now open my bundle, Joe.
What's this? Bed curtains?
Yeah, bed curtains.
Don't tell me you put the bed curtains down, rings and all, with him still lying there.
Yes, I did. Why not?
Rings and all.
And a blanket?
Well, he's not likely to take cold without it.
Oh, don't tell me he died from something catching, eh?
Don't you be afraid of that. I wasn't so fond of his company that I'd hang about him if he was sick. Now, you can look through that shirt till your eyes ache. You won't find a hole in it. Best one he had, a fine one too. They'd have wasted if it hadn't been for me.
What do you mean by the wasting of it?
Well, putting it on him to be buried in, to be sure. Someone was fool enough to do it, but I took it right off him again. Calico is good enough for such a purpose. It can be quite becoming to the body. He can't look any uglier than he did in that one. Now, this is the end of it, you see. He frightened everyone away from him when he was alive. It's the last prophet, now he's dead.
Spirit, I see the case of this poor wretch might be my own. My life does tend that way. Is that not the lesson I am to learn from this poor man's fate?
Angels and archangels may have gathered there. Cherubim and seraphim thronged the air.
Merciful heavens, what is this? Is this the poor wretch they spoke of? Hated, neglected, robbed. He lies in the dark with not a man, woman or child to say he was kind to me. Is there no one who would speak a kind word for him? Spirit, This is a fearful place. In leaving it, I shall not forget its lesson. Trust me, let us... I understand you would have me look at this poor man's face, but I have not the power, Spirit, I have not the power!
Snow had fallen, snow on snow, snow on snow. In the bleak midwinter, long ago.
Spirit, if there is any person who feels emotion at this poor man's death, then I beg you, I beseech you, show that person to me.
Quick, Thomas, tell me the news. Is it good? Or bad?
Bad.
Are we quite ruined?
No, there's hope yet, Alice.
If he relents, there is. But nothing is past hope. If such a miracle had happened.
I tried soon again to obtain at least a week's delay. His clerk told me he was ill. What I thought was a mere excuse to avoid me turns out to have been quite true. Not only was he very ill, but lay dying even as we spoke.
I'm very glad to feel that in my soul. Oh, may God forgive me for saying such a thing. To whom will our debt be transferred?
I don't know, but before that time we shall be ready with the money. Even if we are not, it would be bad fortune indeed if another creditor as immersed as he. Alice, my dear, tonight we'll sleep with light hearts indeed.
I see. It's a happier home for this man's death. Is that the only emotion you can show me? Pleasure? But I suppose there's not much tenderness to be connected with a death. Spirit, there must be some mistake. Your fellow spirit showed me this family earlier. Oh, very well. You know, you're very hard to have a conversation with.
For he shall give his angels charge of thee, to keep thee in all thy way. He shall call upon me, and I will answer him. I will be with him in trouble. I will deliver him and honor him. Shall I stop working?
No, it's just the color. It hurts my eyes. Working by candlelight causes them to tear, and for the life of me, I wouldn't want to show sad eyes to your father when he arrives. It must be near his time.
Past it, rather, but I think he walks a little slower than he used to these past few days.
I've known him to walk with Tiny Tim upon his shoulders, very, very fast indeed.
And so have I, often.
He fairly flew.
But Tim was light to carry, and your father loved him so that it was no trouble. No trouble at all.
I think I hear father coming now.
Now be brave. We don't want him to know we're saddened.
Hello, my dears. Look who's come home with me.
Martha. You're a bit later than usual, dear. Did you go by the churchyard on the way home?
Yes, my dear. Martha went too. I wish you could have gone. It would have done you good to see how pretty a place it is this Christmas.
Oh, my God.
Then, on the way home, we met old Scrooge's nephew in the street and told him of our loss. I am heartily sorry for it, Mr. Cratchit, he said, and terribly sorry for your good wife, too. If I can be of service to you in any way, pray come see me.
He is so thoughtful, so unlike his Uncle Scrooge.
Yes, it really felt as if he had known our Tiny Tim and felt his loss with us.
He seems a good soul.
You would be sure of it if you saw and spoke to him.
From the way he talked, I shouldn't be at all surprised if he didn't offer Peter an apprentice position. And his business sometime soon.
Hear that, Peter?
And then Peter will be learning a trade and setting forth in life for himself.
Oh, get along with you.
Now, my dear, there's plenty of times for talks like that. But, however, and whenever we do part each other, I am sure that we shall none of us forget our Tiny Tim, shall we?
No, never, Father.
And I know, my dears, that when we recollect how patient and how mild he was. We shall not easily quarrel amongst ourselves and forget poor Tiny Tim in doing so.
No, never, Father.
Good. Very proud. I'm very proud of you all indeed.
Heaven cannot hold him, nor earth sustain. Heaven and earth shall flee away when he comes to reign.
Spirit, tell me who was the man we saw lying dead? Before I draw near to that stone, answer me one question. Are these the shadows of things that might be, or the things that may be only? Was I the man that lay on that stretcher? Oh no, Spirit! Hear me! Hear me! I am not the man I was! I am not the man I must be, not with its interventions. Why show me this if I have passed all hope? Oh, Spirit, intervene for me and pity me. Assure me that I may change these shadows you have shown me by an altered life. I will honor Christmas and keep it in my heart and try to keep it all year. I will live in the past, the present, and the future. The spirits of all three shall strive within me. Pray, let me be sure that I can assuage the writing that's wiping out on this stone. I will live in the past, the present, and the future. The spirits of all three shall strive within me. Oh, Jacob Marley, heavens and the Christmas time be praised for this. On my knees, oh Jacob, on my knees.
Good morning, sir.
Quick, tell me, what day is this?
Well, it's Christmas Day, of course, sir.
Christmas Day? Then I haven't missed it. The spirits have done everything in one night. Well, of course they can. They can do anything they like.
Are you quite yourself, sir?
What? I don't know. I don't think so. Well, I hope not.
What?
The bed curtains! They're still here! You didn't tear them down in silver! I'm here! Everything's here! And the spirits of things that may be can still be assuaged. Well, they will be. I know they will be. I don't know what to do. I'm as light as a feather. I'm as happy as an angel. I'm as merry as a schoolboy. I'm as giddy as a drunken man. Merry Christmas, Ebenezer, and a Happy New Year. Merry Christmas, Mrs. Dilber.
And the same to you, sir.
Thank you, and many, many more. It's right, it's true, it all happened. I didn't know anything, and now I know I didn't know anything. I didn't know anything. Now I know I didn't know. Oh, the Christmas morning! No, wait. No, please stay. I've not gone mad.
You'll force me to scream for the constable.
Here.
Half guinea? What for?
I'll give you one guess.
To keep my mouth shut.
It's a present for Christmas.
A Christmas present for me?
Well, of course for you. Now, how much do I pay you?
2 shillings a week, sir.
Then we'll raise it to 10.
Are you sure you don't need a doctor?
No, doctor. No undertaker neither. Now off you go. And enjoy yourself. And have a very Merry Christmas, Miss Dilber. Very Merry Christmas.
And a very Merry Christmas to you too, Mr. Scrooge. It must be balmy.
Hey, you there, boy.
Hello.
Do you know the poultry shop on the next street on the corner?
I sure hope I do.
A remarkable boy, an intelligent boy. Do you know if they've sold the prize turkey that was hanging up there? Not the little prize turkey, but the big one.
What, the one as big as me?
Oh, what a delightful boy. It's a pleasure to talk to him. Yes, my buck.
It's hanging there now.
Is it? Well, go and buy it.
Are you kidding me?
No, I'm in earnest. Go and buy it and tell them to bring it back here, that I may tell them where to send it. Bring the man back and I'll give you a shilling. Bring him back in less than 5 minutes, I'll give you half a crown. I'll send it to Bob Cratchit, that's what I'll do. He'll never dream where it came from. It's twice the size of Tiny Tim. Ding dong merrily on high, in heaven the bells are ringing. Ding dong merrily the sky is rimmed with angels singing. La 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 la.
Come, ye faithful, joyful and triumphant. O come ye to Bethlehem. Come and behold him, O the King of angels. Oh, come, let us adore him, Christ the Lord. Sing, choirs of angels, sing in exaltation. Oh, sing of ye citizens of heaven above. Glory to God, all glory in the highest. Oh,
Come, let us adore him. Oh, come, let us adore him.
oh, come, let us adore him, Christ the Lord.
Ah, good morning, gentlemen. I trust you were successful in your solicitation? It was very kind of you to volunteer your time. And a very Merry Christmas to you both.
Mr. Scrooge?
That is my name, but I fear it may not be pleasant to you. Allow me to apologize. And allow me to put my name down for...
Lord bless me.
My dear Mr. Scrooge, are you serious?
Absolutely. Yes, and not a farthing less. There's a great many back payments included, I can tell you. Will you do me that favor?
Mr. Scrooge, I don't know what to say. Such generosity.
Don't say anything. Come and see me. Will you both come and see me?
Yes, we will, yes.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I am much obliged to you. Thank you 50 times. Bless you.
As I told you, with our powers of persuasion, no one can refuse us.
Was that Ebenezer Scrooge?
And giving away money?
Ah, Cratchit. Step this way, please.
Yes, sir. Tim, you wait here. I'll be right back. Sir?
I've been reconsidering my decision to give you the whole day off.
What? Sir! Tim, it's all right. Mr. Scrooge, it's Christmas Day.
I know what day it is. I took that into account.
It's only once a year, sir.
If you will let me finish, Cratchit, because I have decided not only to give you today off, but tomorrow off as well.
Mr. Scrooge, that's just not fair. Wait, what? Tomorrow as well?
And what's more, I'm going to raise your salary.
You are?
Merry Christmas, Bob. And a merrier Christmas than I've given you for many a year. I'm going to raise your salary. And if you let me, I'd like to help your family, Mr. Scrooge. We'll talk about it over a Christmas bowl of smoking bishop when you come into the office. And when you come in, stoke up the fires and buy another fire, scuttle, before you dot another I, Bob Cratchit. Now, off you go, and wish Mrs. and all the little Cratchits a very Merry Christmas.
Yes, sir. Do you hear that, Tim? Let's go home and tell Mother.
Fred! Uncle Ebenezer!
Good morning, and a very Merry Christmas to you.
Well, Merry Christmas to you too, Uncle Ebenezer. This is my wife, Kate.
Kate, this is Uncle Ebenezer.
It's a pleasure.
More like a surprise, wouldn't you say?
Well, that too.
Nephew, I've been considering your invitation to dinner.
Well, when we spoke yesterday, you made it quite clear to me, it seemed, that you had no intention of accepting my humble request.
Yes. I made a number of things clear that I thought Christmas was a humbug and a waste of time and money and a fulsome commercial festival.
Oh, yes. Basically, that was it.
Well, I'll stop you for 3 reasons. First, to beg your pardon. Second, to meet your lovely wife. And third, if the invitation to dine is still open, then I accept.
Hooray! I was sure that one day...
You'll be more than welcome. Come with us to church.
I will.
And then join us for dinner.
I will. I will. And my dear, if we play a game of yes and no, be sure not to ask, is the animal an ass?
Ebenezer Scrooge was better than his word. He became as good a friend, as good a master, as good a man as the old city knew. And to Tiny Tim, who did not die, he became a second father. It was said of Ebenezer Scrooge that he truly knew how to keep Christmas well, if any man alive possessed the knowledge. May that be truly said of us and of all of us. And so, as Tiny Tim observed, God bless us, everyone. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Good tidings we bring to you and your king. Good tidings for Christmas and a Happy New Year. Now bring us a piggy pudding. Now bring us a piggy pudding. Now bring us a piggy pudding and bring it right here. We won't go until we get some. We won't go until we get some. We won't go until